This review will cover the case of the Menendez trial back in the late 1980s, as well as the case as it's being updated. And recently some new evidence has emerged in which the Menendez brothers there, pictured there on the left as well as the right, may get a new trial. It's hard to determine that, but if you remember this case, it gripped the nation, and it was quite controversial. And their first trial ended in a hung jury, and the second trial they both were found guilty, and they had separate juries, so they were found independent of each other, and they've been in jail ever since. But recently some new evidence has emerged. Whether or not this proves to be the clincher in the case that leads to a new trial, or their being released, remains unclear. Let me get a little background on this. One moment, please. It's quite a case here. And let me get this on the screen. One moment.
Nearly 30 years ago, the horrific murder of a wealthy couple in Beverly Hills shocked the nation when it turned out their killers were their own children. Eric and Lyle Menendez were found guilty and sent to prison. But now a reporter says he has uncovered new evidence in the case, and he believes it could lead to a new trial for the brothers. He is here to reveal what it is in moments, but first, watch this.
The Menendez murders, the story of two young, handsome brothers, Lyle and Eric Menendez, convicted of killing their own parents for the family fortune in their Beverly Hills home in 1989. The first trial in 1993 played out on live television for all of America to see.
A sensational murder trial opened today in California.
The defense argued the murders were motivated by what the brothers say was years of sexual abuse at the hands of their father, Jose Menendez.
He raped me. My dad had been molesting me.
I spoke with Lyle Menendez by phone almost a year ago, who told me about his father's alleged abuse.
Describe your relationship with your father.
My father was... I worshipped him as a kid. He was a powerful business executive. He was a powerful personality. But he was a brutal child molester, so I obviously experienced some horrific experiences with him. That's still difficult to talk about. Same with my relationship with my mother, just very complex, very chaotic, painful.
What was your relationship like with your mom?
I pretty much spent my childhood sort of waiting for my mother to erupt. She's a volatile person, so we kind of just lived in fear of her and just sort of stay out of her way. And she was, I think, very much eaten up by the things that were happening in the home that she knew about.
The trial had two separate juries.
That's just some quick background, and here's the new evidence. One moment, please. And here.
Why is it relevant?
In December '88, 8 months before the murders, Eric Menendez wrote a letter to his cousin Andy Cano. And in the letter, he discusses about how his mother is going through serious problems, that she's there physically, but she's not really there. And in really kind of a shocking paragraph, he discusses the molestation, ongoing molestation that was happening with his father.
Before the murders, months before the murders. We have an excerpt of it. I'm going to read just a part of it because it's long, but it goes, it reads as follows. I've been trying to avoid Dad. This is Eric Menendez to his cousin. It's still happening, Andy, but it's worse for me now. I can't explain it. He's so overweight that I can't stand to see him. I never know when it's going to happen, and it's driving me crazy. Every night I stay up thinking he might come in. I need to put it out of my mind. I know what you said before, but I'm afraid. You just don't know Dad like I do. He's crazy. He's warned me 100 times about telling anyone, especially Lyle. Now, how do we know this is from December of 1988?
The letter is self-authenticated by content of the letter. He discusses a Christmas party that his family had just held for employees at Live Entertainment. And he also talks about the hiring of a new tennis coach, Mark Everin, that had taken place a few weeks before Christmas.
Could this have been something he just backdated? He just made the information appear as though it was timely, later on?
No. An attorney who is considering a new appeal is certain that this is an authentic letter from December of '88.
And that's some information about the new evidence that's emerged. Let me advance this a bit. One moment, please.
we should know that NBC has not been able to listen to that tape. We have not yet been provided with that. And I should also say that the one roommate, Donovan Goudreau, we reached out to him, he didn't want to respond. Glenn Stevens, we reached out to him, he said to us, Lyle never told me about any abuse, nor do I remember. If you have him on tape, he says he would be shocked. But do you?
I'm happy to come back and play that tape for you anytime.
We would listen to that. What do you make of this?
Don't lie.
What do you make of this now? Because the jury in the second trial where they were convicted did not get to hear the abuse evidence. And do you think that would have made a difference?
I think it would have made a major difference. In the first trial, there were 65 defense witnesses who testified. Many of them were eyewitnesses to physical, verbal, and emotional abuse. And I think that can be just traumatic to a 5-year-old child as sexual molestation.
That's some upgrade. That's some additional information. It looks like a couple of people that knew the brothers. Supposedly they're on tape saying that they were the victims of abuse, and whether or not those tapes can come forward or not remains unclear. And let me get a final screen on here that deals with the issue. One moment, please.
And not a murder.
You don't think the jury was in the mind to understand that back then?
No. I think society was different. I interviewed all of the jurors after the first trial, and most of the men told me in variation that a father would never do that to his sons. I think today we have a different attitude about that.
Well, it doesn't, we don't know what the truth is in this case, and we'll see. It's a long shot for them to get a new trial, but we'll continue covering it. Thank you so much.
And that's some information about the new evidence that's alleged to have come forward, and whether or not they get a new trial or a sentence reduction or how the court system accommodates this remains unclear. Well, anyhow, if you remember this case from back then, hopefully this is a quick flashback, an update. If you're hearing about it for the first time, hopefully I was able to get enough information for a quick review, and we'll see what happens in the future on this. And let me get a final screen on here. One moment, please.